what can be done in the home today that you never would have thought of doing before because, I'm working from home an hour a day. I'm not there 8-10 hours a day. So no one really cared, or they would, I'll call you from my cell phone, my internet's going wonky. What are you doing today to mitigate that? If you're not using SD-WAN, what can be done?
Yeah, so we're if anybody has heard of a product called BigLeaf, which is a different type of SD-WAN product that's kind of cloud first, that sits in front of your firewall. We've had tremendous success with this product at all of our clients. They recently came out with a home product as a response to these issues that Dan just spoke about, with everybody being at home. And their product, the pricing is based on a bandwidth usage model, but they've scaled it down to make it affordable, almost in a loss leader type of sense, to help out their clients who have home needs for this thing. But I can't say enough good things. If you haven't heard of BigLeaf, not just for the home part, but if you're having any challenges with quality of service, you put this thing in and you stop hearing from the client. I mean, it's just amazing what it's done for our business. So that's one product. We've only had to put it in once at a home spot where it was, they were working from home and multiple kids and, just crushing the network kind of thing. But it really sings when you have two connections, which most people at home wouldn't have. But even with one connection, the QoS and the packet prioritization it does it's tremendous how much it's helped our business.
And Lou, is that a cloud managed service that you just go online, you set it up, you program your router to point to a certain IP address? How's it work?
No, it's kind of a hybrid system. So what it is there's a physical piece of hardware that they ship you. It's basically like a little Linux computer, if you will, or it looks like a firewall, but your internet connections plug into it, and they give you a new static public IP address. And then you plug their box into your existing firewall. So the nice thing is you don't have to change the firewall. It doesn't affect VPNs. It doesn't affect any rules you have on the firewall. But what they do is they use your multiple internet connections and create a tunnel from the customer site up to their POPs, which are around the country. So they have insight into both of your WANs real time. And they can move things like VoIP calls in real time from one WAN to the other and prioritize whichever one has less latency, less jitter, less packet loss. And then, of course, you have a dashboard where you can see all of that. And you get emails if there's an alarm on a circuit. If the circuit all of a sudden is producing a lot of jitter, you can call the client or open a ticket with the internet provider. So it just gives you all this insight that you didn't have before. With a small business firewall, let's say. Obviously, higher end firewalls have some of the capabilities, but if you have a small business that has a $200 or $300 firewall, this thing, the statistics alone is worth the money. And just to be able to call the client and say, hey, one of your circuits is down, we need to get it back up in case the other one goes down. But the ability to have a live VoIP call, not disconnect when they lose one of their circuits, has paid for itself time and time again. But as most of you guys probably know, and any reseller will tell you, it's not the problem of the circuit going down. It's, for lack of a better word, it goes wonky, right? I mean, coax connections are famous for that. I'm sure we've all gotten those calls. Our internet's not working properly. Our voice quality is horrible. Well, you still have internet, your computers are working, but there's so much jitter on the circuit, you just can't do anything about it. So the BigLeaf has solved that problem for us. So there is, to finish answering your question, Andy, that there's the hardware part that goes up, that goes in front of the firewall, and then you pay a monthly service fee for that ability of where the packet's going to their data center to do the prioritization before it then goes on to the final destination. And it's based on how fast your circuits are. But anyway, highly recommended, fantastic tech support, fantastic response times, but overall the product itself is just a winner, and it's done wonders for our business.
So you could literally have a cable modem coming or cable connection coming into one of the WAN ports. You could have a mobile connection from one of the devices that's built for industrial grade will keep running. I've seen brands like Peplink and others Inseego, who make industrial grade mobile LTE routers and soon 5G routers. You could plug one of them into each port, and now are they bonding the two connections as well, or are they just allowing you to flip-flop between the two?
As far as I can tell, there's no bonding going on, but you can have up to 4 WANs, and one of them, as you mentioned, being an LTE. Most of our customers will have a fiber circuit and a coax circuit, or a coax and a DSL circuit. But the benefit is they can move packets around in real time based on which circuit is better at that exact moment.
That's great.
And they call it load balancing, is essentially what it is, obviously. But you can also set, let's say you only had a coax and an LTE that's limited in bandwidth per month. They have the ability to set the LTE as failover only. So only if the coax goes down hard, level 7, then start using the LTE. But if you have unlimited connections, it's doing load balancing in real time.